What's up guys, I hope that you're all doing well, and today we are going to do a quick video about the greatest continent battle, or as I call it, server versus server or region versus region. So what I want to show you guys is that this event is divided in 7 days and it's a 2-week thing. Most people don't understand that, but yeah, it's a 2-week thing. So the first week, as you can see, this is the first week. I'm gonna explain everything one by one. So on day 1, you have building day, and as you can see, we lost. But well, it doesn't matter. You have building day. So the first day, you will have to earn points for your region by upgrading buildings and that kind of stuff. You can find on my Discord an explanation on how to get points for each day, and I'm not gonna go into details in this video, but make sure to join my Discord and check all the details out. So yeah, first day it's building. Second day you have resource gathering. On the third day, you have research conduction events. So second day, you have to gather resources, obviously. Third day, you have to do your research right here. Then on the fourth day, you have hero growth. On hero growth, you will have to... That makes me think that, yeah, I didn't do that today. You will have to upgrade heroes, hunt wild beasts, and that kind of stuff to earn points. But yeah, as I was saying, if you want all the details, join my Discord. Everything is available. We will not go in depth for this today. Then on the 5th day, you have warrior training. You will have to train troops mainly. And then come day 6. Here you have multiple options. First option, you can choose between all of these. First, you can choose building upgrade, which is basically like doing another day 1. Okay? Then you have resource gathering, which is like day 2. Then you have research conduction, which is like day 4. Okay? And so forth. Hero growth and warrior training. As you can see, you can only choose between the 5 days and not 7 or 6, because obviously 6 is where you decide what you do. So yeah, what I recommend is that you either pick resource gathering, because it's very easy to open the 9 chests if you pre-gather, and you can also make very decent points and end up in the top 10, or maybe even MVP if others pick resource gathering and that you pre-gathered better than them, or if they picked something else and didn't push very much because it was too hard for them. So yeah, my recommendation is to pick resource gathering, because even though you might not be able to get MVP, you will definitely open your 9 chests fairly easily. And yeah, very hard to miss on the 9 chests if you pick resource gathering. You can also pick warrior training, because it's also fairly easy to get the 9 chests. If you aim for MVP, it might also be the best option, because you can push for a lot of points fairly easily. So yeah, maybe for MVP I recommend doing that, but it will cost resources and speed ups and that kind of stuff. And don't forget that you already have warrior training the day before, so that's something that you have to take into account if you pick warrior training. But yeah, to me it's the second best option after resource gathering. Hero growth, big nope, simple reason is that you probably won't have anything to use, because you will have done the hero growth 2 days before, and there is absolutely no infinite events like on hero growth day. So yeah, you're just wasting points. Big no to hero growth on Tuesday. Building day, honestly, I don't recommend this one either, because it's very hard the further you go into the game to upgrade buildings and get these 9 chests open. So yeah, I recommend that you take your time with building and don't rush things out. Just do building on building day. And yeah, don't pick building. If you want to, you can, but again, it might not be a big no like hero growth. Hero growth is like the biggest mistake you can make, but building is probably the second one. So yeah, hero growth, building day, big no. Meanwhile, you can pick research. In the early stage of development in the game, you might want to push research a bit more than just on research day. So it might be a good pick for you, but I believe that it is only true for the few months in the game, and for I don't really like the word beginner, but yeah, it probably only concerns the beginners for research. So yeah, to me, best choice is resource gathering, then maybe warrior training. It can arguably be number one if you want to aim for MVP, but please note that you can get MVP by picking resource gathering if everyone picks that and you pre-gather better. So yeah. Then hero growth, big no. Build and upgrade, big no as well. But yeah, and then maybe third choice, research conduction, but mostly for beginner. So here you go. Let's say I'm gonna obviously choose resource gathering, so I can choose that one. It says that points, this is important, but not that much, but yes. Points have been adjusted based on the difficulty of missions. Clan points and continent points earned by completing the current missions are 0.5 times the contribution points, and the theme of the event cannot be changed once the event starts, so decide carefully. This is actually the most important part. Like, the multiplier is, you have to take it into account, but it's not that important. The main information there is that the theme of the event cannot be changed once the event starts, so decide carefully. What it means is that once you pick like that, as you can see, it's not day 6, so I can change freely. Like, let's say on day 5, I trained a bit of troops, and I noticed that I have tons of troop speed up. And at first I had picked the resource gathering, but then I noticed this, and I'm like, oh yeah, why not? Oh, we're gonna go to that after. Why not pick troop? So yeah, you can change until 0000 UTC. Basically, server resets on day 5, just before day 6 starts. So yeah, take that into account. And also, if you don't pick anything, you will by default get resource gathering. So most of the time I don't even bother selecting, because I know I'm gonna do gathering, but sometimes I have to choose. One thing that is very cool with this feature as well is that, let's say I want to see what I have to do to earn building points for the event of building points. It's not the actual day, so I can go to mission to check it all out. As you can see, today is gathering, so I can check what I have to do, complete any of the following action to earn points. But today isn't the building day, so I can't do that. Well, if day 6 is not there just yet, you can just click on view, and then instead of choosing, you can click on the little arrow right there, and then it displays you how you can earn points. So if you want to check for a day ahead of time or that kind of stuff, it's really helpful. The only problem is that once day 6 is over, you can't access the view button because you will have the results of the stage, win or lose. So yeah, very useful feature, and you can plan things or just check and that kind of stuff. And you can also find right there the multiplier for the points. But honestly, this doesn't really matter. It's just to balance the points between events, because like gathering is fairly easy compared to hero growth and that kind of stuff. But anyway, so here is for day 6. Now let's talk about the main thing, day 7. So when we started this video, I said that this event was a 2-week thing. And here is the difference between week 1 and week 2. On week 1, you have building, resource, research, hero, training, pickup day, and then you get barbarian fastness intruder. So barbarian fastness events. The goal of this event is to attack barbarians fortress. I went too fast. Barbarian fastness. These things. The objective in this event is to deal the max damage per hit. So it's not a total, it's the max possible. So if your damage is not very consistent, it doesn't matter, because you want to get the best hits overall and not just like always a very good one, like always an average score and it doesn't change. It's better if it fluctuates and you get like one crazy hit rather than all the time of a good hit. At least for this ranking. Obviously, if you have a consistent damage output, you will earn more points on the 2-day mission, the mission of the day. Okay, right there. You will get a better score overall for the day in barbarian fastness, but you might not end up first in this, because it's it is an event in itself. And as you can see, the ranking reward for number 1 and number 2, especially the beast fruits, is quite huge. So yeah, you really want to get first, or like do your best, obviously, but what you want is not necessarily to be MVP on that day, but to get the best score. So yeah, aim for the best score and not like the best consistency. But yeah, I'm not gonna go further into details, and let's get back to the planning. So on the 7th day of the first week, you will have barbarian fastness. Also, between each stages, they hand they end at 00 UTC, okay? And then you have, before it starts, you have a delay of 13 minutes. So once building day is over, you will have to wait until 0030 UTC before the resource gathering event starts, okay? So at the end of first week, so after day 7, you will have to wait only 30 minutes before you get back to this day 1, and then second week starts. So how does second week is different from first week? First, you have to understand that the region you fight the first week is the same you will fight for the second week, okay? It's, like I said, it's a 2-week thing. So once second week starts, day 1 it's the same, day 2 it's the same, day 3 it's the same, day 4 it's the same. So yeah, building, resource, research, hero growth, warrior, it's the same. Day 6 depends on you, but yeah, same, you choose. You can choose something different than last week, but yeah, it's up to you, and it's like you decide, so not really a change. Oh, by the way, I choose warrior training, and yeah, so I don't forget. And then day 7, here we go. It won't be barbarian fastness, it will be kill events. Or if you guys saw my video about it, I prefer to call it gathering event, because I like a bit of, I like a bit the sarcasm of it, but yeah. As I said in the video, I like how they decided to make this event, so I'm being sarcastic, but honestly I like how it works. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's kill events on day 7, so it won't be the barbarian fastness, but kill events. So as I said, I'm not gonna go into details. If you want to see how kill event works, just check out my video on it, about it rather, and figure things out. So I think that now most people will understand how this 2 weeks region versus region event works. And last thing, or maybe not last thing actually, but as I said, you have a 30 minutes timing before each event starts, and then after week 1 you go straight up for week 2 after again 30 minutes. Now that's, so we will erase that. Let's say it's kill event, okay? To go into week 3, or rather it's like a new 2-week thing, so you can call it week 1, but like the second one. So yeah, I think that you guys understand. This time it won't be 30 minutes wait, it will be 4 hours long, because you will have a matchmaking period. I'm sorry, you probably won't be able to read that, but I said it already, so I guess it's fine. So yeah, I know how I'm gonna do it. I have the pen. So 4 hours and matchmaking. Whoa, my students would cry if I were to write like that on the board. Anyway, yes, you will have 4 hours matchmaking, and then once it ends, you go back to day 1, building. So why is it important to understand that? It's because you don't want your building upgrade, if you plan ahead of time, to end like 30 minutes after resets, like usual, because the building day will not be started already. You have to wait 4 hours. So this is why it is important. And then you get back to the 30-minute things. Then the week keeps on going. You get back to the barbarian fastness. And then right away, 30 minutes, you go back to building day. And this time you don't have to wait 4 hours because it's week 2. It's not the start of a new 2-week thing. Okay? So I think that it's pretty clear, but if you still have questions, join my Discord and don't forget to ask. Okay? Or hit the comment on YouTube. I'm checking them all out every time. So yeah, I hope that it is clear for everyone, and now we can go to the last part, and this is the points. So as you can see, all stages give you points if you win, except this one, so day 7, that gives 3 points. At the end of the week, the region that earned the most points will get the win. Okay? So since the last one gives you 3 points, it's very important, and it means that, and this is what my server often do, you can win the whole week just by winning 2 events throughout the week, and then day 7. So let's say we win Gathering Day, okay? We win Gathering Day right there, and we win, I don't know, maybe Hero Growth, okay? Then the enemy team will win. This is the enemy. As you can see, we lose, okay? So they get 1 point, they get 2 points, they get 3 points, and maybe they even get 4 points, okay? But we get this one. We get the day 7 win, which means that we got 3 points plus the Resource Gathering 1 point and the Hero Growth 2 points. 3 plus 2 equal 5. So in the end, we win, even though we won less stages. So this is something that you have to take into account when fighting with other regions. Last day is the most important, and you can turn the tide with it. So yeah. There is also the promotion thing, but yeah, honestly, it's not that important, and everything is explained in. Yeah, you can click on the. Actually, I will insist on that. You have tons of information in the game. So whoa, it looks messy. Don't forget to hit this button up. You will learn tons of things if you are curious enough and take the time. So yeah, I'm not gonna explain the promotion system. You can check it out for yourself in the game. I think it's, yeah, I think we talked about everything, so don't forget to check the description. You will have a link to my Patreon, to my Discord channel, and when I use documents like Google Docs, spreadsheets, and that kind of things, you can also find everything in the description. So make sure you always check the description of the video on YouTube. If you like the video, post a comment. It helps with the referencing, and it's always cool to have feedback, or if you have questions, use the comment section as well. I will try to answer. And yeah, See you on another video. Whoa, that's a way to end the video. See you on another video, guys. I hope you have a nice day, and yeah, see ya.